you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Serene. Today I'm discussing 5 things to do to have a good marriage. Can I ask you this question to start with? How many of you believe you are in a wrong marriage? I'm very sure over 50% of people will say, yes I am. Many people believe that they are married to the wrong person. And every now and then you hear people whinging, complaining that, oh, how I wish I'd married my first boyfriend. How I wish I'd married a different person. How I wish I'd married my first girlfriend. Or perhaps somebody I met before I met my spouse. So much complaints from a lot of people because they believe they are in wrong marriage. One thing I've learned in this life is that as human beings we tend to regret virtually everything. Don't you know how many regrets you have on a daily basis? Sometimes you say, oh, I shouldn't have closed my door. I should have come out at the right time. No, I shouldn't have done this. Even when you go for shopping, regretting certain things like, oh, I should have bought this when I went for shopping. I shouldn't have bought this because I don't need it. It is in the habit of human to regret certain things. Do you know that even some single people, they regret being single? I've seen people that never got married in their lifetime. I've seen older single people who have regretted not getting married when they were young. Like I've said in one of my videos that there was this man, a 74-year-old man, that told me that he regretted all his life. He was in Air Force. He dedicated all his life to his work and he never got married. So now 74, he's regretting it because nobody even comes to his house to visit him. He does all the shopping and everything, nobody comes. It's in the habit of human being to regret things. Some people will say, I wish I'd never been married. I wish I was never married. Some people will say, I wish I was. So things do happen that make us to regret everything, including our marriages. Then, how do we win? Some people that are married, they regret. Some people that are not married, they regret. So how do we win? Because of this, I've come up with 5 things we can do to have good marriage. People fail to know that marriage is a different institution to what they had when they were living with their parents. Some people were so used to throwing tantrum when the parents spoke to them. And when they get into the marriage, they start to throw tantrum. No, I'm not going to agree. You know, like people that the parents used to pamper, the parents used to beg. So when they get to marry, they expect their spouse to behave the same way. They often forget that marriage is a different institution that you and your spouse have to lay the foundation of. You need to set the rules. Speak to one another about what you want, what you don't want. I'm going to be discussing 5 things to do for you to have a good marriage. The first thing is for you to be ready for a change. Like I said, it is not your home. It's not your home where your parents pampered you when you were young. This is a different home completely. So you must be ready to change from your old ways. How do you change? Sometimes it may mean that you and your spouse, you have to adjust and meet in the middle. You have to leave your old ways, try and adjust, and you can meet in the middle. Number 2 is for you to be ready to take criticisms. Some people don't like to take criticisms. Some people will be like, why are you telling me off? You mean I'm doing this? Sorry, I'm already a hard bone. You can't bend me anymore. How old am I when you got married to me? My bones are already stiffed and I cannot be bent. So you must be ready to take criticisms as a way for you to change your ways. Be open. Let it be easy for your spouse to speak to you. A friend of mine once told me, Runke, you're not good. We've been together for so long and you never told me that I had bad breath. And I just kept quiet. I said, because I couldn't have told her really. It was so difficult for me to tell my friend that you had bad breath. And she said, you know, when I got married, it was my husband that told me that I had bad breath. And since then, have been taking good care of my mouth, and I did apologize to him, and I was happy that he told me. And do I still have it? I said, no, you don't have it. This, my friend, could spend anything on the care of her mouth. She took the criticism as a way of change. When your spouse talks to you, tells you things that you do that they don't like, try and take it as a way of having positive changes. Imagine if my friend did not do anything about it. You know, that can break marriage, because imagine when they're sleeping together and the husband is trying to cover his mouth. You must take criticisms as a way of making your institution work. Number 3, you must be prepared to learn from each other. Nobody has the totality of knowledge. Sometimes we don't know things, and be prepared if your spouse tells you that this is the way to do certain things. Nobody has the monopoly of knowledge. Tap into the knowledge of your spouse. Number 4 is good communication. Don't assume. If you don't speak out, there's no way your spouse will know what you want. Speak out your mind. Nobody is a mind reader. Don't say, you ought to have known. Speak out your mind. The way you want to be treated, tell your spouse, this is the way I want to be treated. It's like 2 people coming together. I have my own preferences. You have your own preferences. And of course, I know the way that I want to be treated. You may be trying all your possible means, all your possible best, and still you don't really know what makes me happy. So you need to ask me, what are the things that make you happy? And I should be prepared to open my mouth to speak that these are the things that I like. These are the petty things that I like, you know. And the same thing goes to the other person. Speak to each other about what you like, really, that makes you happy. How you want your relationship to be. Speak. Don't just sit there. Let them know that these are the things that you like. These are the things that you dislike. Be prepared to say it to your spouse, because you can't continue to keep it in there. Because the moment you continue to keep it in, it leads to hatred between you and your spouse. Say it out. Excuse me, do you know, but you have to look for the right mood to say it. The mood is very important when you are communicating. Yeah, the mood is very important. Speak to your spouse. If your spouse offers you, try a way to let them know that this you have done, I don't feel so good about it, so that the spouse can know that next time he or she will not do such a thing to you. So be a good teacher. Communicate well. Good communication is 2 ways. You must always communicate with one another. When your spouse is at work, you give a call. Hello darling, just want to say hello to you. That keeps relationship going. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so, and hit the notification bell to get notified anytime I upload new videos. And I will see you again in my next video. Do take care. Bye bye.